Hey everybody, and welcome to Misscliks D&D Devotion. What's been going on, guys? How's your week?
I was arguing with Trump about what to do.
All week. No, just for a bit.
Busy.
What's been so busy?
Because we're planning the 6th Invitational. I sound like a broken record, but I've never planned that big of an event. And we're like 4 planning it, so... Well, I mean, we hired a bunch of agencies, but just like dealing with the agencies takes like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So like yesterday I worked until 7, grabbed some food with like 2 other coworkers that were doing overtime, and then came back to my desk until 11, and I was like, It's okay though. I mean, you have to do a push once in a while. And I'll see all the happy esports fans going, ah! Then I'll be like, yes.
Well, what about you, Trump? What have you been up to this last week?
Well, I participated in the fireside gathering tavern hero thing, and I won! Hooray!
Yay!
I can do like the pre-tournament to the tournament that gets you into the prelim, but I'm gonna still try to get a lot of points. This is Hearthstone for those who don't know, and I'm just continuing to try hard to place top rankings, win BlizzCon. Cheers abound.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What about you,
They're
Anna?
actually holding the winter preliminaries at the Bahamas this time
Ooh,
around.
that's reason enough
Pretty fun.
to get in.
Extra
I just want to
motivation.
do that.
Esports tournaments need to do that kind of thing more often.
Not too late, V. You can still qualify.
Fine, I'm working on it.
Bahamas.
Yeah, that
I'll
would be
just go
amazing.
to your +1, Mr. Boyfriend.
Do you get to bring like a manager or a coach with you?
Exactly.
What about you, Anna? What have you done?
Well, I was feeling really sorry for myself because I was sick all weekend, like Friday through yesterday. Didn't even go to work yesterday. But then I was thinking, especially for the Twitch audience, people might be jealous of me because I caught a cold from day 9. So I was infected by day 9's germs. The germs that infected his body also infected my body. So all you nerds can be really jealous. So that's the silver lining. But yeah, I've been really sick. I haven't been that sick in a while. I sat on the couch for like 3 straight days. I actually ran out of things I wanted to watch on 4 different services that I use. Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm okay. But today I might be a little like, maybe Kellen's in an introspective mood. Oh, and other, outside life, really exciting things. The dates and location for TwitchCon were announced today.
Ooh.
I know, my hometown, where I grew up.
Long Beach, California. That's less excited than I thought you'd be by that location, Neil.
Well, I'm trying to look up the dates. October
October
20 to through 22.
I'm kind of like was hoping it'd be like in a cool, like a different location, but at the same time, I'm really glad it's in like by there because I can go home and see like friends and my brother and stuff. So kind of like a nice for that.
It's also very nice for me because there was talk of other locations that would be farther, but like, man, like Jen said, when you're planning a big event, like anything that makes it harder or take longer is like, oh. So I'm really happy with the location, and I can probably finagle a Disney trip afterwards again. So
that would be awesome. Yes,
I want to go.
Me too.
You should. Why don't you?
When is it again?
October. You have plenty of time.
Yeah, you're right. I do.
Yeah, you should extend it so you could stay for BlizzCon too.
Ooh, when's BlizzCon?
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
November at the beginning.
October. It's the beginning of October? No.
BlizzCon?
Beginning
BlizzCon's
of-
always the beginning of November.
Yeah, no. I was thinking if TwitchCon was the end of October, but I didn't look at the date.
No, you'd have to
It
kill 2 weeks there, it looks like.
Not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could go to
Could
Disney.
work at Ubisoft in San Francisco.
You could.
I could try to negotiate that. I mean, I still have that card to play. Like,
Yeah, do it.
like it's true though. Like I work a lot with the San Francisco office and the Paris office, but I've been to the Paris office like at least 4 or 5 times, and I've never ever been to the San Francisco office. So like I could argue that I'm not as close with our San Francisco peers, and that this is negatively affecting my work. How do you feel about that, Dungeon Master Neil?
Well, it means I'd probably have to see you more, so I'm not looking forward to that. No, but that'd be great. What about you, V? What's been up for this last week?
This last week I finally got a max level character in WoW.
Nice.
And I've been playing
Sweet.
tons and tons of Stardew Valley. That's like, I don't even really want to play anything else but Stardew Valley right now. It's just so good again. And it's such a peaceful, relaxing game. And since I was actually pretty sick a couple of the days, it's like, you know, like when you're sick, like for me, when I'm sick, I want to watch like fantasy and like magical movies, like Disney movies or something like that. And Stardew Valley has so much magic in the game, I feel like. So it's really like a good balance of it. So just doing that, working behind the scenes on other things. I'm really excited for a show idea I have and putting time and effort into that and making it something.
Nice.
Very cool. Well, where did we leave off last week? Does anyone remember? Let's take a look at the map.
You want to go, Jen?
I don't mind. I just sounded really excited because I found it in my notes.
Well, we were going to participate in this Battle of the Bands, but it turns out that the judge, the lady Kelbell, she is kind of she's not very nice, and she only pretended to be a patron of the arts. She doesn't really respect the arts because she was trying to rig the contest, and she wanted us
She wasn't
to.
that mean, Anna.
I don't like her attitude toward the arts.
I don't like her attitude towards me.
Yeah. She just wanted to use us as tools. So she wanted us to like compete in the Battle of the Bands, but then get eliminated. And then because we were eliminated, have an alibi of why we were in town, and then try to do some illicit investigative work for her. But we declined to lose the competition because we thought that would look really bad for the band, and it offended Kellen's artistic sensibilities. So they made a deal that they would be disqualified from the competition for unruly conduct by accidentally breaking stuff in her house while they were there.
Mhm.
And yeah, Kellen did that totally accidentally. And then now they are en route to, well, they are at this guy's house whose name is
Lord Parmar.
Lord Parmar.
Yes, Lord Parmar. And we're trying to find concrete evidence of his dealings with the orcs, because he's not supposed to be doing that, but no one has proved it yet. So we are now playing a limited engagement at his house because all the other musicians are busy, even though he really doesn't like our music, but we're like literally the only choice because everyone else is in Battle of the Bands. So we're playing at his house, basically in musical slavery, while our manager and bodyguard try to snoop around the house and find evidence of the orc dealings so that we can take it back to Kelbell and get our 100 gold.
What one slight edit, you are in musical employment.
Yeah.
You're being paid to perform for these people.
Yeah. Also,
Oh, we have to play constantly all day. My vocal cords are delicate.
Yeah, he needs time to rest them.
Also,
Okay, well, the fortunate thing is we did
What?
find evidence. So those three found well, Lord Parmar was kind of careless and threw like important evidence into the fire, which they just picked up apparently from the fireplace. On the other hand, we let a messenger get away. No idea where he went. Yet I chased after him in a educated guess location, but it ended up not being correct. And I came back to the house to meet up.
So about the said paper, it's written in like charcoal or something, and it's slightly smeared, but it's pretty readable. Like I read it, so that's good. So now I'm very, very careful with that piece of paper, but I feel we should read it again so that we are refreshed about what was going on.
Yes, what does it say?
Friend human gives keys of mighty victory. Meet at House of Light on Lake of Moon when the big moon rise. All glory to God of Blood.
Okay, what is the moon status right now, Neil?
Tonight is the night of the full moon.
Uh-oh.
What time is it?
I think it is a few hours before sundown.
How long will it take us to get to Moon Lake?
A couple of hours.
I bet that's where the messenger went, because friend human, messenger, give keys of mighty victory, the package. Meet at House of Light on Lake of Moon when the big moon rise. Oh.
Well, these people are not very good at their cryptography.
We should probably go there.
That is a good point.
We should probably go there. I don't know if there's a way to like leave. Maybe we can make up something.
Well, we're still playing, right? Because that servant came in and told us that we should play even when he was not there.
Right, so Kess and Kellen are still playing, I think. See if I can find some sort of music that you guys might be playing.
I'm riffing on
an
our
alternative
new
idea.
He's not there.
Why don't we just knock this guy unconscious and bring him back? Because we already have evidence that he's clearly up to no good.
That's not the way we do things. What's wrong with you? We don't knock out random people. We don't even.
This is not a random person. He's clearly got dealings with the orcs.
No.
We have the evidence.
That's not good enough. That's like barely evidence.
That's not good enough. This Bell chick is going to be very happy that we went ahead and did that.
Well, then we could just leave with this piece of evidence and present it to Bell.
No, then he'll have fled.
He doesn't know we know anything. He's gonna stay here.
Entirely possible, but maybe
We're
we'll get
not
a fat bonus if we knock this guy out and bring him around.
That was not in the terms and condition. I can.
It wasn't in the terms and conditions, but I know how to go above and beyond when doing a job.
That is not above and beyond. That is completely misinterpreting a contract. Either we bring back the evidence we got now, or we go to this place to get further, better evidence. And maybe at the same time take down some orcs. Those are evil creatures.
Right,
Not a
we
bad experience
could do
for-
that, or we could leave that to the army
The
or
thing is,
militia.
Neil, do we have time to go back to Kelbell and then arguably go to the lake with her?
Not before the moon rises. It takes you... Let's see, Bridgelight is 7 miles as the crow flies, but you gotta go around the lake, so it's closer to like 15 miles. And then Moon Lake is like 8 miles from where you are right now. So that's like 23 miles. That's like a whole day of traveling if you were just to go from Bridgelight to Moon Lake. To go from where you are to Bridgelight back to Moon Lake would be like a day and a half or 2 days of travel.
So we'd be late.
Well, you would miss the full moon, for sure.
We need to be there by the full moon, or else we won't conclude our investigation properly.
We've already concluded our investigation properly. We have the evidence.
If
All we have to do is look this guy up and confess.
If you continue
Don't
arguing
you have a
about-
way to make him confess?
No. If you continue arguing, I will smear up this paper and it won't be evidence anymore.
And if you continue arguing, I won't lend my fighting expertise to you and you'll get eaten by orcs.
Do orcs eat people? I sing, do
Yes, they do.
orcs eat people?
So here's the plan.
Barely.
When this Lord Parmar guy comes to hear the performance, you two continue performing like nothing is up. We'll close the doors, and then we will grill him.
I will not assist to this ridiculous, unruly action, I say, as I start.
You learned that he was evil.
I start packing my stuff to leave.
He's clearly up to no good. You should be in support of this. This is the most direct action. It's the quickest one.
I leave the room. I'm going to my quarters. I'm going to my rooms to get my stuff.
Okay.
And we're just playing still, right?
Yep, in the empty room.
I start singing like nonsense, insulting things about Lord Paramore.
Okay. So let's follow Jen. You go up to your room, Olivia. You pass a few servants on the way, and but you come to your room. Your bunkmate is Kess, who is not present, so you have the room to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
There's a small candle that you can light if you want, but you have a window that looks to the outside, so there's no need for candlelight yet.
Do I see anything interesting outside?
Nothing interesting to what's going on right now. There's a lovely little view of the hillside and a lake, the big lake next to you. And probably you can see the trees on the island in the lake, even. It's a nice view, but... Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic and kind of walk around the place a little bit. Like, cast it in my room, start walking in the corridors, slowly heading back towards where my friends were.
Mm-hmm.
Like, peering around, seeing if I can see anything magical.
Okay. You do fairly quickly pick up a signature of a magical item. Coming from the study down the hall on the upper floor.
Do I pick up if it's a strong magic or a light magic? Which type of magic?
Do clerics get to determine which type? I know wizards can do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. I'm so used to wizard.
Yeah, there's a slight difference.
Intensity of magic, yes. Oh no, 10% chance to fierce magic.
Okay.
Oh, instead of the type of magic, it's the sphere of magic.
Right, but that's the same, but different.
Yeah.
Let's see, right here. You get a fairly strong magical signature.
Do I seem to see that there's people around here, or is it pretty quiet right now?
The door is open on the other side of the study to... God, I can't remember what I named that room as. I think it's an upstairs parlor, and there is a servant currently straightening the cushions, dusting off all the countertops, cleaning out the glassware, tending to the room.
Yeah, I'll go towards there.
Okay.
Is it considered really impolite to walk around the property in which you're invited?
When you are here as an employee, yeah, you're not really supposed to walk around and open up doors. This is someone's private house and you're here to perform a service. It's like if you had someone come fix the cable in your house, but then they start walking around into your bedroom and
Is the door open or closed though? It's open.
The door to the study is closed. The door to the parlor is open.
Oh, so the room where I detected magic is closed.
Right, but the room opposite the hallway from that is open.
Okay, that kind of changes things. Nah, I won't go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go back downstairs to see what's going on with Kess, Kellen, and Ransom.
So, Cass, Kellen, what do you say to this plan?
What is the plan? We've been playing.
We simply make him confess. Perhaps, first of all, we can try to fool him, making him think that we're game to take down this Belle girl. And then after that, when that doesn't work, we'll rough him up.
Are you sure this is the right idea?
We already have our evidence.
It is at all. If we make him confess, that's still not proof. We can't take it back to...
We have the proof. It's on a piece of paper. Olivia has it.
Then we should just take that to Cal Bell. Why rough him up or let him know?
That was told before the game. Your character doesn't know I have that.
Well, either way, she didn't want him to know. She didn't want him to know that we were looking into his dealings. It was supposed to be a secret. We're not supposed to let him know that that's why we're here. Also, it'd be a super bad rep for the band if we were rats. Snitches get stitches.
All right. Well, I guess we are a job done already. Shall we head back? You can perform really poorly, and then he'll just let us go.
I think you should take the evidence to her, like, whenever, and make sure that it's good enough while we still have an in. Because I didn't know if that evidence was conclusive.
It's true. I guess I could do that. The evidence is conclusive, though, isn't it? It is his handwriting.
He didn't say it was his handwriting either.
You have not seen any writing samples from Lord Parmar.
Yeah, it was because I just asked if, if Kel would recognize his handwriting.
She
but
would.
He didn't say that it was his handwriting on this paper.
Right.
Well, then we just have to look around for some of his handwriting around the house. I've been around the house. Have I seen anything that looks like it's writing from?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little desk over here, and there are writing samples all over it.
Cool. Look.
You can quickly look through these. Is one predominant writing sample type, which looks like it's probably Lord Parmar's, and there's a whole bunch of other things with other people's signatures at the end of them. And Lord Parmar's writing is very different from this one. The parchment with charcoal. And it's not just because the charcoal's big and fat and crude, but the style of it is very, very different. Lord Parmar has very kind of like flowing, flourishing, looping style, and this is very like brick block letters.
Oh.
Definitely not his handwriting.
My mistake. This is probably some worker's handwriting. I can't read, you see.
So, what is the plan? Take it Olivia eventually comes back to the room?
Yeah, Olivia's looking into horizons to see if she can disrupt the maid or whatever.
Okay.
And
well then.
I'm wondering, can I do the opposite of alleviate? So like cause a slight nausea?
Oh, like some sort of distress?
Yeah, because like I see that I have alleviate, and I know a lot of times when you have a spell, you can do like the counter spell. So I'm wondering if I can like give it's saying I can relieve a slight nausea. So I'm wondering, can I cause a slight nausea?
No, I think Orison is like a small blessing type thing. I don't think... Maybe you could memorize a reverse Orison and where all the effects are reversed. Maybe. But definitely not reversing one of the positive effects.
Alright, so I get back to the party thinking about reverse Orison being a possible spell for the future. So when someone annoys me, I'll just damage them from 1.
How long are we slated to perform for here? I mean, for the day?
Until he's done with you.
Is that about now? It's after dinner, isn't it?
No, it would be when he's done for the day. You know, you'd probably play him for dinner, and then get a break, and then play for this, that, and the other thing. You work long hours.
So I guess I get back.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, we really should go to this place to find out more about it. I think we should leave.
I agree with you, but now the question is, do we leave now or do we leave after he goes to sleep?
Neil, do we know if we can make it in time if we wait a bit more, or should we leave now to be there?
Well, you don't have an exact time, right? You only have what that note says, which is kind of vague.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how to answer that question.
Can you read the note again?
Yeah. Friend Human gives keys of mighty victory. Meet at House of Light on Lake of Moon when the big moon rise. All glory to the god of blood.
When the big moon rise?
Yeah.
Is the moon out?
It's a full moon, so the full moon will come up just as the sun comes down. They're on the opposite sides.
What if we borrow 2 horses?
That's called horse stealing, and you go to jail for a very long time if you survive.
Didn't you say that the point...
It's horse thieving.
You're lagging a lot for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
I didn't understand anything.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you lagged out hard.
I'm sorry.
It's called...
Just go ahead.
But now you're okay. Tell us what you said.
I was just making a joke about how it's actually called horse thieving,
Oh.
not horse stealing. So it was really not important.
Well, you know, Olivia, your boyfriend was making the point that we need to be not obvious here. So we should probably either go once this Pendle guy's gone to sleep, or we get dismissed.
I agree.
What about your feeling bad? Like, let's say one of us got sick or something. Then you can't perform.
Why would we not want to perform?
Because you got really, really sick and you're feeling like puking and you don't want to puke at a rich man's house, so we decided to go, like, sleep at our friend's place. Our crummy friend who has a shit place.
Why don't we just sneak out after everyone's asleep?
Because we may be too late for the full moon.
Why don't we just say that you guys have to go on errands? You guys don't have to stay here.
Alright, then we'll go and you meet us at the lake.
Yes.
But we may not be there anymore.
Be
It's
careful,
okay.
please.
We'll come back to the lake at some point, so just stay there.
How will you guys decide where to meet up? The lake is a rather big place.
We might be eaten by orcs by the time they get here.
That I have for us.
We should meet at the landmark down by the lake.
Babe, do you have any spells that, like, can watch over someone or communicate with someone?
I have something to watch over someone, but I don't think it tells me where they are.
Could you cast it on yourself so I could watch over you? Because I love you and I want you to be safe.
No, you can't do that, but that's really sweet.
Thanks.
Well, I do have a spell, technically, that would tell me if the recipient is in danger, but I won't tell you where you are. Wait. Oh, actually, at 3rd level, I'll know. But not now.
Maybe you should just, like, think really hard about being 3rd level and maybe you can be.
So can we establish like a mental and we don't know anything about that place?
Yeah, none of you guys have ever been to that lake before.
Alright, I'll figure something out. Wait. I bought a bunch of shit and I'm sure it's gonna work out.
Well, Olivia, since you seem closer to the staff here, why don't you ask when this Lord falls asleep, usually? and we can see whether or not we can wait.
Weird. Let's go. And I have some chalk, so I'll just mark down trees with a little bit of chalk. Hopefully it won't rain.
You want to leave with just the two of us
Yeah, with chalk.
when we're walking miles?
Yep, with chalk. The power of love will reunite us.
Strikes me as a very bad idea, Olivia. I'd much rather have Kess on my side.
Or we could leave now and just say we're sick. I'm feeling sick suddenly. I really think we should leave. Ugh.
We don't even have to have an excuse to be gone. We can just be on a walk.
You guys aren't the ones that are hired. You're free to do whatever you need.
Yes, it is us who has to stay here and play all day and night.
Like slaves.
Total
Then we can
slaves.
leave.
My instrument is under duress.
My body is under duress. This is so much work.
By my instrument, I mean my vocal cords.
Oh, okay.
Alright, how about we do the chalk thing, and I also have a whistle, so...
Question, is it after dinner yet?
No, dinner is coming up very soon.
I really think we should get going.
Is our performances generally done during dinner? So
Yeah,
well.
I think Lord Parmar specifically said that you would play through dinner for him.
Well, might I just suggest you perform rather poorly? I know it's against your style as a performer, but that's an easy way to get us dismissed,
Why do we
Without
want to
any
get dismissed?
so that we can go to the lake.
What if we just say your voice gave out from all these hours of singing?
I think it would still look suspicious. We are musicians after all. We're used to that, sort
No,
of.
musicians can have voice instinctions just like anybody else.
I
think
I
it's,
would talk.
I think it's a fine cover for the real reason why we didn't attend the Battle of the Bands would be because, and of course I don't believe this, but because you two are terrible.
Why don't you guys just like put something in his food to make him sick or something?
Yeah.
That's way more suspicious than just leaving people.
Well, then why don't you just go and we'll follow as soon as we can? I'm not about to compromise my artistic integrity for some like few minutes.
All right.
Aren't you afraid that your girlfriend might be eaten by orcs?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
She shouldn't worry. And he doesn't need to worry because, of course, you'll take care of her, right?
Of course, but there's only so much I can do without you at my side, Cass.
Olivia is a very capable, independent woman, and she can take care of herself.
It's beautiful what you just said, baby. So, how about we leave? We did a little chalky thing. And then if in 24 hours you guys are at the lake and you don't see us, then you can come back here and we meet back here at like the local tavern. That way, like, even if there's delays, we'll be back together.
Are you guys seeing what's happening to my camera?
Yeah, it's super dark.
What the heck?
Oh, I thought you turned your lights off.
No, it just like went randomly like super autumn tone right now.
No, I also turned it off and on, which means all of our cameras got switched.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. We'll fix it during break or whatever.
Okay.
So what are you guys gonna do? What's the plan?
Are you coming with me for the chalky?
Well, part of me is very amused by the idea that you'll go and die alone.
Whoa. Excuse me? What did you just say to my girlfriend?
Well, I'm just
I'm
surprised
laughing.
that you're not going to go with your girlfriend when
I'm
she's going to
laughing.
go on a very dangerous mission.
You guys are going together. We're all capable of taking care of ourselves.
It's true, but I know my limits, and I know that our chances would be much better if you two came along.
I look over at Kellen.
I'll go alone. I don't care. I am going on this mission, whether it's with you or with nobody else. I'll have some chalk. I'll be there once the moon is up. And if I'm not back within 24 hours at the lake meeting point, then we can meet back into this inn. I'm leaving now. Thank you.
You
All
better
right,
listen
Olivia,
to her. She
leave
knows
the
her.
message with us, would you?
What?
Leave the message with us.
No.
We'll need some evidence in case you don't make
No,
it back.
I need this message to guide me.
You already know the message.
I don't trust you anymore with this message.
Babe, I can hold on to it for you if you want.
All right, I'll leave you the message. But don't you dare show it to him.
You
And
should
don't
copy it.
Don't smudge it.
Guys, it's important we work together. If we
Don't
start
smudge it.
arguing now, this is going to be bad for us.
Okay, I'm giving you the message. Don't smudge it.
I won't. Do you want to copy it down first, babe, or do you have it memorized because you're so smart?
I have it down memorized. I use an Orison to memorize it better.
Lovely. All right, why don't we take our first break right here? And when we come back, we will split the party and see what happens on the other side. Bye-bye, everyone.